we think there's an image that God looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's like sounds like this.
Yeah.
And he talks like this. And we was taught that. Even when I see baby, like, you know, them videos and little babies preaching and they sound like the old man. I'm like, come on, bro.
Come on, bro.
That ain't you.
Yeah.
Like, you can be a preacher, but do it the way God gave it to you, man.
Being in worship ministry, I've seen a lot. I've had some fails and some really cool wins, but all of that has led me to this. It's now my turn to share my journey and remind others you're not alone. Welcome to the Worship Afterisms podcast, where we discuss our worship fails and our faith wins while helping you find your key one afterism at a time. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Worship Afterisms. First of all, I'm super excited to have you coming back to listen to us again. And I'm extremely excited about the guest that I have today. My homie came through with the through for me. Honestly, I really like this guest because we just like brothers.
Yeah.
Like for real. Met him so long ago, actually working a job at Planet Fitness, y'all. So today's podcast is going to be very unconventional, but the whole idea behind the podcast today is to express to others that worship is not just for those who God has gifted with the talent to sing. And worship is not a talent, but it's more of a heart posture.
Good.
So I would like to introduce you guys to my boy Craig.
Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? What's up, big dog?
Not much, man. I've been real good, bro.
Man, good to see you, bro.
I'm super excited to have you today, man.
Man, I'm glad you asked me to come on, man.
Absolutely,
You're
man.
doing your thing, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Sir.
Man, when I picked you, I couldn't think of anybody else better than to express like a life of worship.
Oh, wow.
Man, like been watching you for a really long time. I look up to you and your spouse a whole lot. Watching through social media, watching you walk. We've gone to church together before. It
100%.
like a life of worship. If I was to look at it and see like that, putting in the work, but then receiving the fruits of that and what God is showing you, He's using you to do that. And I love that. So I want to jump in and ask you, who's Craig? What do you do, man?
First off, thank you.
Yeah,
golly. I know you was gonna hit me with that. Who is Craig and what does he do? I am a man who inspires to get better in every area of my life. Spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, relationally, financially. Wherever I'm lacking, that becomes my favorite thing to work on. What do I do? I'm an encourager. I like to encourage people. I can walk in a room and see who needs encouragement. So I love pouring into people. And I love representing God.
There you go.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's why you're the best person for this, for sure.
Outside of that, I got a couple of hats somewhere. I'm a personal trainer, got a business, Intentional Living, LLC. So, all that.
Yeah, you shout that out, Intentional Living.
Yeah, all that.
Well, let's actually spiral into that. What is Intentional Living? How did it come about?
Intentional living is, man, I used to call it a business. I remember I was talking to this dude. I went to this meeting. He said, what is intentional living? I said, man, it's a business. He was like, stop. He said, what is intentional living? I said, oh, it's a business. He said, stop. Bro, he did this about 5 times. I'm irritated. He says, what is intentional living? And I just sat there in my anger and said, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. I feel like in anything in life, if you want to get to a goal, you got to be intentional about it. And the word intentional means calculated, like thoughtful, thought out. So I was like, it's a way of life. It's more than just, so he was trying to get me to see that it's more than just a business.
Yeah, man.
My cousin, she once told me years ago that it was going to be I'm gonna keep that. I'll tell you.
You'll keep it later.
But she told me something, and I kept it close to the chest, and I'm like, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
How did it come to be? Man, I was sitting in church, bro, and this pastor, and all these pastors got up and spoke about this pastor. He's such a great man of God, and he died of diabetes. And every pastor that got up to talk about him needed assistance getting up to the podium. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I realized at that time in my life, I had a lot of physically fit friends who were spiritually weak. And I had a lot of spiritually fit friends who was physically weak. And I'm like, yo, there's got to be a balance here. Because we're supposed to be thriving and look, we're surviving. And I was like, man, what's going on? So I said, we got to be more intentional. We got to live intentionally. And boom, out came intentional living. Yeah.
There you go, man. I love that because, like, I know for me personally, I've been watching, like, all these artists and musicians, and you start seeing, no knock on them, but you start seeing the Fred Hammonds and the John P. Keys, and as they're getting a little bit older and their weight is starting to deteriorate on them. And then, like, the doctor's like, you're going to have to do something if you're going to keep doing this thing.
100%.
Like that, I've been taking that to heart. So, like, I exercise regularly. And I think this is something that's important to communicate to, like, other leaders at the same time. Like, God he can't use you to your fullest capacity if your health ain't coming along with it.
100%.
You know, man?
Yep.
So, I'm like, man, there ain't no way I'm going to make it to 60 if I'm going to be out here eating fried chicken,
bro,
and greens.
100%.
No, when I'm on tour, give me a salad sometimes. Like,
bro, we've been taught this though.
Yeah,
especially man. Darker race, us, we've been taught this. Like,
man.
So Sunday, we're soul food.
Yeah,
I was like, man, that stuff is affecting us long term, bro. Yeah, so that's, man. You spoke of Fred Hammond. I went to go see them in concert,
man.
And I was like, oh yeah, I want to help them so bad. Like when I see it, I'm like, oh, I want to help. I want to help as much people as God allows me to. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, tell me, how would you define worship?
How would I define worship? Man, we kind of touched on it. You touched on it. It's a lifestyle, bro.
There you go.
I see worship as a lifestyle, dude.
Yeah.
I see I might mess the scripture up. I think it's Colossians 3:23.
Okay. Yeah.
Everything you do it like you're doing it for God.
Okay.
I'm paraphrasing. I think everything you do it as you're doing it for God.
Yeah.
So I see that in everything, bro.
Yeah, man.
The way I parent my kids, the way I work on my job, the way I take on a client, the way I treat my wife.
Yeah.
The relationships we have, the way I pull up on somebody if they in need. I'm like, that's worship to me.
Yeah,
I
man.
used to think worship was just Sunday morning where you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where you just in church and all this is worship. And then going back, bro, I remember when Kirk Franklin I didn't even know worship music existed before Kirk Franklin.
Okay, come on.
Bro, I remember we used to clean the house on Saturdays and have that melodies from heaven, all that, bro. I'm like, I like this music, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, that Kirk, bro, he brought worship, man. He made it cool.
Yeah, man.
And all the backlash he got, it's funny, man, but because whenever you're a leader, whenever you're an innovator and you're doing something new, you're going to get smoke, and you know that,
man.
Yeah. So
they're gonna eat you up for sure.
Yeah. Yes.
Until you look at it like 30 years later.
Oh, when it's too late. Yeah.
No. You look at it 30 years later and the impact that it made. Like Kirk Franklin. I think what I love about Kirk Franklin is he brought in a group of people who would have never been introduced to worship.
100%.
Right.
Yeah.
But it also drew them to the church
100%.
to figure out if there's more of that. Right?
100%.
So he got Sean for doing something different and unique and, of course, unconventional, but it got people where they needed to be.
100%. I think we think there's an image that God looks like this.
Yeah.
And it's like sounds like this,
Yeah.
and we talks like this, and we was taught that. Even when
man.
I see baby, like, you know, them videos and little babies preaching and they sound like the old man.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro.
Like, come on, bro.
That ain't you.
Yeah.
Like, you can be a preacher, but do it the way God gave it to you, man.
Yeah, man.
So Kirk, Kirk made me confident enough to be Craig.
There you go.
100% Craig. I couldn't, like, I used to wear suits to church. I was so uncomfortable. I still wear a suit, but I used to think I had to dress like this.
Yeah.
But Kirk Franklin broke me out of that box and showed me worship was a lifestyle instead of just songs on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love that. I think that's impeccable because kind of what it points to is somebody else's uniqueness and their ability to be outside of the box freed you up to be who you need to be.
100%. You got to see it. I think for me, once I see something, I'm like, oh, all my excuses are gone.
Yeah.
Because before you see it,
yeah,
you're like, oh, no, that don't exist. Oh, wait, you did what?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I could do that. I can do that from what God has called me to do.
Yeah.
You know, he's doing music. I'm doing fitness. I'm doing all these other things. But watching him do him the way God gave it to him allowed me to be me. So,
absolutely. I'm going to ask you a question that wasn't on the thing, but where is God drawing you in your life currently to do that for somebody else? Man,
to the youth, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't even have to think about it.
Yeah, man.
Like, bro, to the youth, man. I recently had a conversation and I was telling how I never had a brother.
Yeah.
And how all these younger men want to spend time with me. Like I had a guy I work with the other day, he asked me to mentor him.
Yeah, man.
And I had, it's funny because I was irritated with this kid at first because
like that.
I was like, man, you don't know this, you don't know that. And I went to 21 days of prayer and the Holy Spirit, bro, I could not lock in like a normal. I was like, God, what's that about? What is this? He said, hey, man, you're offended by him. And I said, why am I offended? And he just started showing me things about how he reminds me of my cousins and how they put my dad through bankruptcy. And it was like, man, you know, your dad taught you how to work. I said, oh, my God. And this kid don't got parents. So I'm over here puffed up like, oh, man, he doesn't know. He was like, Craig, he's never been taught. Yeah, bro. He said, teach him. I said, all right, God, present the opportunity. So, dude, I go and apologize to this kid for feeling some type of way about him. He didn't even know I felt the type of way about him. This dude, we talked all day, we worked all day, we laughed all day, saw how much in common we had. And at the end of the day, the dude said, hey, man, I want to ask you something. My pride's been in the way for a couple of days. He said, will you mentor me? I was like, yep. Isn't it funny, bro?
That's so funny.
I'm like, dog, that's crazy. Because God was like, yo, teach him. And I was like, he ain't going to want to listen to me. And the dude asked me, and it took an apology, though. Yeah. I think that's something I don't see a lot in leaders.
Yeah. Like,
you can't be wrong. Or if I am wrong, God, we just keep moving.
Yeah, man.
But when you're wrong, no. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
That's crazy though. Like, I mean, in a previous podcast, we actually had that same kind of conversation. Wow. And the question that was posed is it safe for the leader to bring, like a worshiper, to bring things outside of what the pastor thinks, right? So, yeah, man. Yeah.
That's good.
Bro.
Y'all aired that yet?
We did.
Oh, okay. I gotta check that out. Yeah. That sounds very interesting.
Yeah. So I want to ask you because I feel like as worship leaders, we don't often get the perspective of someone sitting in the audience on how they feel. What we go through is like indicators of like, is your hands lifted? Are you engaged? Is your eyes closed? How you feeling about this? But like in worship service, what gets you engaged?
Dog. So I'm already on 10 when I come to church. I'm like, I wake up, I pray, I listen to worship music all day. So when I come to church, I'm ready to go. But knowing you guys have sung these songs 10 to 20 times, and y'all still have a certain energy, like this is your first time running through this song, I feel like it's my job to return that energy, because I know you're tired. I know you're like, okay, I know you got your own problems and you're pouring out to people, and you probably see people texting or sitting down. And I'm like, I'm going to be the type of energy that's going to pour back into the people who's serving us. So that's what gets me going when I come to church.
Man.
Yeah.
And that right there is the key, bro.
Yeah.
I love that. You were like one of my favorite worshipers.
Man, I come to church like, yo, I'm here for you, bro.
I personally don't know if other worship leaders like lock in on certain people during worship, but like it feeds us. Yeah, like you like 3 services deep.
Yeah,
and then somebody comes in like on fire and ready.
Yeah,
bro.
Somebody told me that one of the worship leaders like, bro, I appreciate you.
Man.
I was like, oh, that's dope. To know that what you're doing is actually felt and received. That's dope. So
yeah, bro. So have you ever had like a experience or a challenge that's made it hard for you to worship?
Yes.
Talk to us about it. Tell us about it.
Which one? Made it hard for me to worship. I think the worst experience was divorce.
Okay.
Because I felt like I did it God's way. Okay. Like we didn't have sex before marriage.
Yeah, man.
That was 2 years of dating, bro. I was like, okay, surely God's gonna bless this.
Yeah, bro.
And for that to end in divorce, I was angry at God, bro. I was like, yo, you said if I do this, then you do that. And he was like, where I say that at? Like I'm thinking, like God, if I do this part, then you do this part.
Yeah. And
I felt in my spirit, he said, where did I say that? And
that's
I started, hold on. No, he said, in this world, you're going to have troubles. No, scripture.
It's funny because our pastors convince us that he said it.
Bro.
And it was actually our pastors who were saying it.
It's not in there.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is your host, Chris August of the Worship Afterisms podcast. Hey, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for being a supporter of our community and watching this month's episode. If you're looking for other ways to help support our community, check out our merch shop where you'll find t-shirts and hoodies and hats with our official logo on it. If you're wanting to be a part of the crew, you'll find other gear that has our Post Worshipers Crew logo on it. Get that and show your swag and your support for us. Everything that you purchase through that shop is a donation that helps support this keep going. If you made it this far, don't forget to slam that subscribe button, like and comment and share with your friends. Please feel free to comment under each one of our videos and tell us how we are helping you. Until next time, let's jump back into this episode. Talk to you later.
He said, in this world, you're going to have troubles, but I say this, that in me, you may have peace. And I used to read may as, I said, God, why'd you guarantee troubles and say peace was possible? He said, you're reading may wrong. May is access.
Yeah.
He said, in me, you have access to peace, but it's in me. So my biggest, bro.
That's good stuff.
Bro, I'm talking about divorce had me going, all right, I did it your way, God. I'm going to do it my way. So with my wife, I'm like, nah, we're going to do it my way. And it was like failure. And I'm like, God, I am struggling.
Yeah, bro.
And man, God loved me. It felt like the what we call the prodigal son.
Yeah, man.
You know, in the Bible it says that Jesus calls the story the tale of the father with 2 sons. Mm-hmm. The church call it the prodigal son because we only focus on the sinner.
Right.
So he breaks it down from the prodigal son. We know the story, how he asked for an inheritance, walks away, splurges it, has to come back. He's getting his story right. Like, hey, Pops, when I come back, hey, man, I messed up. So I know you live in Lee Summit, but let me live in Raytown. And let me build my way back up. Pop sees him, starts running towards him, hugs him. He stinks. He's been in a pig pen. Takes his coat off, puts on him, takes his ring, puts it on him, slaughters the best calf. Yeah. And he says, come on, let's throw a party. And the older brother hears about it. Yeah. He said, man, what's going on? He said, your brother's home. So dude won't come to the party. He's mad. Like, hey, so Pops comes out saucy, right?
Yeah,
he said, hey, man, what you doing? Your brother's home. He said, look, dude, I did all the things right. Yeah. You ain't never slaughtered no calf for me. You ain't never threw me no party. You ain't never done these things. Bruh. Before marriage, I was the older son. Yeah. After divorce, I was the younger son. And this is how God brought me back. I'm like, it was never about me.
Yeah, we flipped that so
bro,
quick.
It was never about how good I was. It was never about how bad I was. It was you this whole time.
Yeah, man.
So when I started desiring that, everything, like you just asked me, how are you doing? I'm good. That don't mean I don't got problems. Yeah, man. But I'm not thinking, oh, if I do this, gotta handle this problem. I'm like, yo, I just love you because you love me first. Yeah. It's a real relationship when you see how much he was like, no. I know what he did. No. Yeah. And I'm like, God, I did the thing. Yeah. No. Yeah. I love you. And it's just like, oh, that's what love feels like? Yeah. Because if they found out, they would. And if they, and you know what they don't know. And you still, man, so it was just a no-brainer to come back in full throttle for God, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, you love me.
And that's stuff that keeps me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like I have my own similar story to that. Mm-hmm. I've been married, right? And it's funny because I've been in the season, guys, brought it back all over again. I actually went to a funeral of a friend of mine, and the pastor preached. She's young. She was 25. She had just been married about a year. Mm-hmm. And then the pastor got on the platform and he said, what happens when you did everything God's way and you don't get the outcome that you wish that you were supposed to have? Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy because I honestly pondered on that for a while. Mm-hmm. And I'm already in the season. I'm like, I'm back to a God heart and worshiping him, and I'm pursuing him hardcore as I usually am. But I think as a worship leader, sometimes you stop and you ponder. And I think for me in my life, one of the hardest, longest struggles for me in journey has been marriage, right? And it was like, man, I've been doing it all God's way. They say pursue ministry, go after him hard. I mean, I'm a worship leader 15 years, bro. And I got to a space where I got tired. And then I started making mistakes. And I was like, it's all good. Right? And you make the mistakes and you like, man. And it's like, and the reason you made the mistake was because, man, I did it your way. And I'm still sitting here waiting. Right? Clearly it's not happening at this point. Let me go be free for a second. Right?
Bruh.
And then God chooses you again.
Bruh.
You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice to be like, bro, oh, you remember. And even stuff they seen, God, and they discounted me for. But you remember and you said, nah, I still want you.
Yep.
And I actually still want you to serve in the capacity in which you was serving.
Yep.
And that's crazy. I love that.
Bro, thank you for sharing.
Yeah, bro.
And I think it's something to what you just said about being tired.
Yeah.
We are taught to just go and just go and just go and just go. And I had to learn 2024, God told me to put me first. And he gave me one scripture, bro. Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, I am. He said, you don't love yourself well enough. So how can you love your neighbor? So if you don't love yourself properly, everything you do comes from people pleasing.
Yeah.
Comes from it's not, and what you end up doing is feeling tired and making a mistake. Yeah. And it's like, wait, how did I get here? Because you weren't loving yourself properly. Loving yourself properly is telling somebody no.
That's it.
Like, nah, bro, I don't have the capacity.
That's it.
Even this might cost me an opportunity. This might cost me a friend. Because it shouldn't cost you a friend. It might cost you a friend. But 2024, my phone stopped ringing.
Yeah, bro.
Because I was having what do you call it? I think anxiety attacks telling people no, because I'm the pull up person. I'm there for you. I said, nah, man, I can't do it. How they gonna feel about me? How they gonna feel? And why do I care so much? Then it started getting, nah, bro. Nope. No, not even an explanation, just nah. Nope. And it was like, oh, my friends would know. My friends are still my friends, but the ones who was just there to get from Craig, from Chris, oh, they just disappeared. Yeah. They vapored. Yeah. So, yeah, man, I think because I've been there where I got tired and it was just people pleasing.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, okay, where did I learn this from? So I had to go. Man. 2024, bro. I read this book. Adult children of immature parents or something like that. Mm-hmm. Oh my Lord. Mm-hmm. That thing tore me up. That I read that in 2024, bro, and I'm crying every chapter like, man. Yo, just revealing things I need to heal from. Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, yo, my parents were kids raising me. Yeah, bro. Of course we're going to have issues. So it was, but I didn't realize how many things I had to heal from. Yeah. I didn't realize how many things I saw wrong because I was raised in a certain environment, in a certain culture where people were surviving all the time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bro, I love what you said. You don't even know you are teaching other worshipers.
Wow.
Now, balance.
Yeah.
And what that looks like. And way my mama would say is you can't pour out of an empty cup.
Yeah, bro. 100%.
You gotta feel yourself first.
1,000%. 100,000%. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I love what you just said about God actually calling you to put yourself first.
I think when you know, I think most of the times we do stuff because we don't feel like we're enough. So I'm like, I need to keep doing this so they can make me feel like I'm something. Or maybe if I please this person, then I'll feel
they can validate me.
They can validate me. And I just told somebody this. Jesus. I just told this guy at work. I said, bro, I'm proud of you. Yeah. He was like, why? I said, well, I need a reason. He said, because I ain't do nothing. I said, did Jesus do something when God said he was proud of him? He ain't did not one miracle. And he parted the sky talking about, this is my son of whom I'm well pleased. And I think we've been taught that, Chris, you got to do something for me.
That's
for me to be happy or be proud of you. You got to do something. What are you doing for you? Eddie, what have you done for me? Yeah. What have you done? And I'm like, what? I'm proud of you. You're here. You're living.
Yeah.
With all the standards that tell us we're not even supposed to be here. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dog, I'm proud of you for, how old are you?
I'm 31, bro.
I'm proud of you for making it to 31.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's crazy to me when we see 25-year-olds getting taken out this world. It's like,
crazy,
bro,
man.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of you for the little bit of the story that I know and that you're still here trying.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah, man, I don't think we are proud enough of ourselves because we're taught that's arrogant. Yeah. There's a big difference between awareness and arrogance.
Yeah, man.
Most of the dope things we know about Jesus, he told us about himself.
Yeah.
I'm the way, the truth, and the life. Is that arrogance or is that awareness? I know who I am. When you know who you are, that gotta sit you down. Hey, I need to show you who you are. Boy, Black Panther, mama, I don't know her name. She said, show them who you are. That's the dopest line from that movie.
Yeah, man.
Show them who you are. And I was just getting in the movie. I'm like, oh,
yeah, bro.
Show them who you are. That's a God moment.
That is a God
moment. Show them who you are. After I show you who you are. So he'll sit you down and we think it's punishment.
Yeah.
Bro, what they say, minor setback for a major comeback, he'll sit you down. It's like, but God, the world is numerical. God is exponential.
Yeah, man.
So he go 1 times 5 times 100 times. You be like, how did Chris get here? Because God did it.
Yeah.
God did.
He's the only one that did it.
He's the only one who did it, bro.
Yeah,
so, yeah, man.
So tell us, what's your worship afterism?
What is my worship afterism? I spent a lot of time thinking I had to. We already touched on this, but I'm a thinking I had to people please, thinking I had to do it a certain way.
Yeah.
Man, I felt like I had to, if I was in a black church, I had to do it the way they saw it. If I was in a white church, I had to do it the way they saw it. And I was like, dog, I just want to be me. I just want to do it the way God gave. I think there's a lot of ways that we do things that isn't the way.
Yeah.
They just call Christians the way.
Yeah.
There's one way, but we have our own ways, and we'll sit here because what is it, like 6 billion people in the world? There's 6 billion different perspectives. So my perspective, as much as we agree on stuff, my perspective is different from yours. It's different from Jonas. We're so different.
Yeah.
And I think that's intentional because God said, you know how they gonna know if you're with me?
Yeah.
You love one another.
Exactly.
Not if you agree, not if you see things the same way, but if you love one another. So worship Afterisms. I think I spent too much time trying to do it another person's way.
Yeah.
And when I finally fell in love with the way God made Craig,
That's it.
I fully committed to the way God gave me to do it.
Yeah.
And I stopped worrying about the people that I was never supposed to inspire in the first place, who think I'm too much when I jump around. I ain't worried about you. Like, I'm worried about the ones who say, hey, man, I was about to give up. Dog, I had this dude come to me at Home Depot the other day. I ain't seen since 2016, 17, when I was going through the divorce. Yeah. The worst time of my life. Yeah. He said, hey, man, you remember me? I said, yeah, Miguel, what's up, bro? He said, hey, man, he was a painter, and I was an electrician at the time. Okay. He said, hey, man, you really inspired me. He became a Christian. He got baptized, and he says he follows me on social media. And I'm like, dog. He said, you used to talk about God all the time. This is the worst time in my life, bro. I don't remember none of this.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I needed that. I needed to see that the walk, that you just being you just being Chris, that somebody comes to you and be like, dog, you changed my life.
Yeah, man.
Like, what I do?
Yeah.
Just being you. I'm like, oh, that's powerful. So my worship Afterisms is, I wish I would have been me sooner.
Yeah. I love that.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, bro. A lot of us need to hear that.
Man,
for sure.
It's enough space for all of us, and there's a metron of the world that you were meant to inspire, and the carbon copies that we keep trying to be. You see it all on social media. I'm like, I gotta keep. When I see something original, and I call people weird, and that's the best compliment I can give you. I'm like, you're weird. I like it. Like, I don't want you to be normal. I want you to be weird. Yeah. Everybody should be weird if we're being our original selves. Yeah, sorry. I went long with that one.
No, you're good. I love it. Because that's a point that I think there's questions like amongst the worship community, because oftentimes culture will change us and make us not feel as unique.
Oh, that's
right.
Ooh, wow.
So we shift who we are for the culture, right?
Yeah, bro.
So being able to find you and find your sound, and then allow God to send you to the people that's for, that's ministry right there, bro.
And social media don't help, bro. They make you feel, you get 15 likes, and you like, oh, this thing, bro. 15 people agreed with you. Like what? 30 people liked it. You know what I mean? I'm like, dog, that's it. Like, if it was 30 people in this room, we'd be like, oh, I'm the man. Like, 30 people liked what I just said.
Yeah.
And I think social media and just buying into the way of the enemy. I don't even think we see it. It's so subtle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you should think this is important. You should think this is important. Oh, you need this. You going on stage, you need these, you need this, you need that. And it's like, I really don't need none of these things. Like, I just need to be who I am, and it's going to hit who it's supposed to hit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man.
I love that. So, man, I know you've said so much wisdom today, and you have so many nuggets in our interview already. But what I want to ask you is, what would you say to someone right now struggling to find their way in worship, or struggling to get back into it? What would you say to encourage them?
There's nobody like God. It ain't over. Whatever you've done, this man was on the cross saying, forgive them for they know not what they're doing. I'm like, you're dying for the same boogers that put you on the cross. I heard a poem once about Barabbas.
Mm-hmm.
And the poem, I can't remember it, but the poem had me so mad at Barabbas. And at the end of it, he said, you Barabbas. And I'm he got me to see that I was Barabbas. And I was like, oh, I just judged this man that
I am.
And I think bro, so my point is, bro, there's nothing, the Bible said there's nothing that can separate you from the love of God. That means nothing. Last time I checked means nothing. There's nothing you can do that can separate you from God's love. There's things you can do that can separate you from people's love, but those ain't who we're after anyway. So why would I put so much into a person who can leave me? Everything's conditional except God.
Yeah.
Why would you not love him? Why would you not give it all to him? Somebody who will never leave you nor forsake you. So I say, whatever you've done, wherever you're at, just keep trusting God. That's the only thing that saved me, bro. I was mad at him.
Yeah, man.
I was frustrated. I was still going to church. I was mad at him. I was frustrated. I was sitting there like, y'all worship.
I ain't doing it.
Next month. Everybody stand up. Next month. And then at the time, I'm like, oh, I'm back. But so I would say just keep going, man. Don't stop. The Bible says, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death. It don't say camp there. It don't say build a tent.
Yeah.
Keep going. Yeah. And you're going to walk straight through that thing, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I want an opportunity for everybody that's watching this podcast to follow you. So where can they find you?
Oh, man, I'm so bad at this. I'd be like, what? This is an Afterism. Oh, I should have said. Craig Donnell Jr., Facebook, Instagram, Mr. Intentional on TikTok, Intentional Living LLC on Instagram, Facebook. I think that's it. We're working on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think that's it right now.
I love that. Y'all make sure y'all go follow this man.
Man,
for sure.
I appreciate it.
He's going to give you a little bit of comedy. He's going to give you a little bit of Jesus. He's going to give you a little bit of love, okay?
Jesus.
He's going to give you a little bit of fitness. Make sure you doing your stuff right.
Yeah.
Y'all. So definitely, I'm gonna tag you under. So
I appreciate it.
Social medias that you have, they'll be able to follow you.
I appreciate it. I like to give out a lot of free game too, man. So yeah, I appreciate it being here, brother.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Glad that you came.
Me too, man. This was powerful, effortless, and it was just like fellowship with my bro.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that, bro.
I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, if y'all have made it this far in our podcast, I just want to first say thank you so much for following us and consistently watching us each week. This interview with Craig has been amazing, and I hope that you have gleaned something from it and learned something, and I hope that it's also encouraged you. But until next time, keep looking for your Afterisms and help each person one aphorism at a time. I love y'all.
Peace. Hey, this is Craig Donnell Jr. I had a great time on Worship Afterisms with my brother Chris. Yo, you can follow them on all platforms, Worship Afterisms. Thank y'all. God bless.